Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the amazing time I had at London Comic Con 2 weeks ago, this very day. It was a really great day. I got to meet Matthew Waterhouse, I got to meet Brian Murphy, I also got to meet Sylvester McCoy, Tess Pete Jones, and I also got to meet Rose Tyler's mum in Doctor Who, Camille. I've forgotten her surname. Sorry about that. I'm not very good with this surname. I can't read it very well. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about my day. What happened? I did do a video of just photos in a line, which you can check out on my channel. It'll be like probably not in the description, but just on my channel page, and you'll see it. It's just loads of photos and stuff like that. But I'm going to be talking about my day in London. So the day started when I went to London Olympia. So basically, we went on the train, and there was like no one on the train. It was like there was no one there, but I think I know the reason why, because a lot of people were there on the Saturday because Karen Gillan was there, and some famous people from Marvel. I think the guy who played Vision or something was there as well, and obviously Derek Jacobi and all those more famous people were there on the Saturday, and also Sophie Aldred, who plays Ace, was there on that day as well. So that kind of brings the question of why there were less people there. But I had a great day. It was really amazing. So obviously got on the tube, got on the train, and then got on all of that places. Took didn't take as long as I thought it would do, and it wasn't as busy as I thought it would be at all, really. But it was really great, really great. So as soon as I got into there, they had to show us. We had to scan our tickets in and walk straight through and all that sort of stuff. The first person who I spoke to, the first famous person I spoke to, was Matthew Waterhouse. He signed this photo here. I did a whole video on all my autographs, but Matthew Waterhouse, he was such a lovely guy, absolutely lovely. I got to speak to him about his death in Doctor Who, and how sad his death actually is. I mean, it's quite credit. He nearly cracks that code, and then it just all goes wrong from there, which is really great. I also got to speak to him about the badge and does he own one of the original badges? And he said no, he doesn't own any of the original badges, which I think is a real shame, really, because it would have been really great to, you know, see if he had one of the original badges. But unfortunately, he doesn't own any of the original badges, which is a bit of a shame. But he does. Oh, my camera's falling down there. He doesn't own any of the original badges. But the badge was actually made out of paper mache, the one that's used in that broadcast episode of Earthshock. That's actually made out of paper mache. So very interesting fact that was. It was really great meeting him. He was such a lovely bloke. I even came back later on in the day and asked for a photo with him because you had to book photo sessions, but he let me do it for free with him. So that was very cool. Then the next person I met was Sylvester McCoy. Sylvester McCoy, absolute lovely bloke. He was so nice to speak to. Really great bloke. And he made a joke, which is very funny. He asked me whether I lived on top of a chapel, Evans above, which is very funny. It was very funny. And I also got to speak to him about Curse of Fenric and all of those the weird Haemovore people with the big long nails. I said, oh, we could poke someone's eye out. He was like, yeah, they could have done. That's what he said and stuff like that. He also said that his two children at the time were dressed up as the little Haemovores, which I found very interesting and very cool, really. Very cool that was indeed. I also got after Sylvester McCoy, I had a photo with Sylvester McCoy, a photo shoot next to the TARDIS. I'm going to show you the photo, because why not, you know. It was a really brilliant day, though. Absolutely loved it. Here's the photo of me and Sylvester McCoy. I don't know if you can see it well on camera. If I take it out of the little thing, maybe you can see it better. There's me and sorry, that's the light and the ring light there. Sorry. Just there's me and Sylvester McCoy there. I was actually surprised that I was I was taller than Sylvester McCoy. It was a bit of a shock, really. But yeah, he was such a lovely bloke. Such a nice bloke. And we're next to the Matt Smith / Pete Capaldi TARDIS there. But very nice. Very nice photo. So I'd just like to say thank you to my mum and dad who took me. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm very thankful that you took me all the way to London. Thank you. Thank you a lot. So it was really great meeting Sylvester McCoy. Seems like a really lovely bloke, really great bloke. I feel a bit sorry for him though, because he got, like, in Doctor Who, obviously, when the show ended in 1989, he just kind of got brushed aside, really. So that's a bit of a shame, really. But I really enjoyed meeting Sylvester McCoy. Such a lovely bloke, such a nice bloke as well. I also got his autograph as well, which I'll show off here as well, because, you know, might as well. It's the autograph I got off Sylvester McCoy. Sorry if there's a big beam of light, it's just because of my camera and the lighting. Yeah, there's Sylvester McCoy, and he put good luck. See, he's given me good luck. I got given Sylvester McCoy is actually the 3rd Doctor I've met now. I've met Colin Baker. He was also there, but I didn't get to speak to him on the day because I've already met him. So I didn't really speak to him again. And also I've met David Tennant, but that would have happened a few months ago now. I did a video on that day I met David Tennant. Check it out on my channel. Yeah, but it was really great meeting Sylvester McCoy. Such a lovely bloke. Seemed like he seemed lovely. Very funny, very chatty, just a very nice guy. Really great guy. I mean, probably amazing. Even Matthew Waterhouse, he was such a great bloke as well. Speaking to him about Doctor Who and all of that, it's really great. Now, the next person who I got an autograph with, also got a great photograph of this person, was Tess Pete Jones. He was famous for playing Raquel in Only Fools and Horses. She was really lovely. I spoke about Damien. She asked, "Oh, how old would Damien be now?" And I said, "Oh, I think he must be in his 30s because he was born in 1991." So yeah, and that baby, I found this out the other day when I met her. That baby was a day old when they shot 3 men, a woman, and a baby. That's this photo from the episode. But she was such a lovely lady. Tess Pete Jones, very lovely, very nice to speak to, and yeah, just very nice. Yeah. Also got a photograph of her, which I'll show off again. I showed most of these off in the autograph photo video, but I might as well just do it again because why not? But Tess Pete Jones, such a lovely person. Absolutely loved meeting her. If you can see that there. There I am. There's me there. Oopsie. There's Tess Pete Jones there. Yeah, Tess Pete Jones, she was absolutely lovely. Great speaking to her. I think she was very shocked by my knowledge of Only Fools and Horses. But yeah, I mean, really great meeting her. I also spoke to her about the crying scene, obviously with her and Tony Angelino, which is very cool. As usual, and her face just looks like she's just gonna punch someone, which I feel like she should have punched Del really, but you know, it's very funny. But I did enjoy how in that scene, you know, she's just like really aggro. And I said her performance is just amazing because it is. I mean, Tess Pete Jones, such a great actress. She's brilliant in that scene. He also said that my brother went all the way to Manchester Comic Con to get the autograph of her. But now I've met her, so I mean that's great. It's great. So I've now got 2 autographs of Tess Pete Jones. But yeah, she seems like such a lovely person. Talk about how I also spoke to her about how I met John Challis and Sue Holderness in 2019. I mentioned that to her. So I've now met 3 people from Only Fools and Horses now, so it's incredible. I've met 3 doctors, 3 people from Only Fools and Horses. That's moving on to the next autograph I got, which was Brian Murphy. Now I got this lovely photograph. So you can see this autograph here. Obviously, you can see Ross Abbott there. Obviously Burt Kwok there, and obviously Brian Murphy and Howard there in the corner there. Very nice autograph. I like this photo. It's got kind of the gang together, you know. There's kind of Series 30 to Series 32 of Last of the Summer Wine series photo there, which I think is very nice. But again, Brian Murphy, also got a photo with him. He was such a nice bloke. He's very old now. He's in his 90s, and he's doing well. I mean, it was really great meeting him. I spoke to him about I went to Home Further this year. He said, "Oh, well, that sounds good." He was like, chatting to me about that, stuff like that, and he said, "Oh, I got to meet Tommy Cannon and all that sort of stuff." Spoke to him about that. But very interesting guy. He seemed like a really great bloke. Really great bloke. Something more I can really say. He was a very nice bloke. And I've also got my photo with him. There. Photo. There's me and Brian Murphy there. We're chilling together. Yeah. Obviously I know him best for obviously playing Alvin in Last Summer Wine. Yeah, he seemed to be great. Such a great person to speak to. He kept on saying because I was in the queue for all these photos, there were like these blokes who were a lot taller than me, like 10 times my height or something, and he kept on saying every time we had the photo with them, he kept on saying, "Oh, we're like Laura and Hardy." So that was a bit funny for all the massive blokes, and there was just little Irvin there. Yeah, so that was very cool meeting him. Such a great man, such a great person. And moving on to the last autograph of the day, which was with Rose Tyler's mum in Doctor Who, Jackie Tyler. Got her name, Camille Caff something. I've forgotten her surname, but she was a very nice person. Absolutely loved speaking to her. She was really great. Really great. And I asked whether I could have a photo with her, and she was like, "So the person there was a bloke next to her and said, we only have to do bookings for that." And I was like, "Oh, it's a bit of a shame." So we got a sneaky photo, thanks to Camille. I just want to say thank you, Camille. Absolutely love meeting you. You were such a lovely person. If you're watching, I've got to say thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed meeting you. You were very lovely, and I also spoke to her about the scene, obviously when they're with the Slovene and they're like throwing the vinegar on. Apparently they filmed that really late at night. Apparently, and I can see why, because like they never really address the time shit really, but the TV does, but it never really addresses the time change, which I think is very interesting. Very cool. Other things I spoke to her, I said, "Oh, was it really nice working on you?" She said all the people were really lovely, so that gives me a lot of hope when I meet some of them, hopefully one day. But they all seem, she seemed really nice, really lovely. Everyone I met on this day were just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, and just such lovely people as well. Yeah, just such lovely people. I unfortunately was not able to meet the guy who played Davros in Destiny of the Daleks, as he had quite a long queue, surprisingly. And I was not able to meet the voice of K9, John Leeson, because he had a massive queue as well. Very interesting. My mum was chatting to the guy from Wednesday. I've forgotten his name now. I think it was something like Ross something, but can't quite quote me on that. He seemed quite nice. My mum was chatting to him as well. But those are the 5 main people that I spoke to on that day, and they were just really lovely and nice. There are a lot of people from the Pooh, Blood and Honey film there, which sounds really weird. A Winnie the Pooh murder film. I don't know. Has anyone watched that film? Is it any good? It doesn't really sound that good, but you know. But yeah, sounds interesting. But I've just got to say thank you, Mum and Dad. I mean, you took me there, and it was pretty brilliant. But I mean, meeting all those famous people, I mean, really brilliant. 5 of them, all the 5 people I met were just such nice people. Such nice people. I mean, Tess Pete Jones, absolutely lovely. Brian Murphy, he was just a great bloke. Sylvester McCoy, Matthew Waterhouse was such a great guy. I really got on with Matthew Waterhouse. I feel like he was such a great person. Yeah, so everyone I met on that day was such nice people, and I was probably one of the happiest days of my life. I mean, it's brilliant. I got a few figures. I'll just show off now. These are the figures I picked up from the day. I picked up the pig because why not? The pig from the Slitheen two-parter of Series 1. Because, well, I met Rose Tyler's mum, Jackie Tyler, which was, so I thought it was a bit fitting that I bought the pig, you know, the little pig from the episode. Very cool little figure. Pig in a spacesuit. I mean, it's such a Doctor Who thing. This is a pig in a spacesuit. Also picked up this, the Ardlo Hamlin figure. Obviously, he plays, I think I've forgotten his name. Is it Brannigan or something? Is it something like that? Brannigan or something? No. I can't remember. I can't remember his name. But he played one of the cat people. Very cool. Very cool though. Very cool. Weird thinking. Ardlo Hamlin's under all that. Very cool figure. I also picked this figure up. This very strange figure from, I believe, the beginning of Love and Monsters. I believe this figure's from. I don't really know, but it's a pretty cool figure. It would be very good in animation if you were to do a figure animation, because you can't tell your own story with this one. It's not really much backstory. But very cool figures nonetheless. All from the kind of RTD era. Well, it's actually a figure from Series 1, 2 and 3. So, fairly interesting that was. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a video soon enough. But I'd just like to end on a real high note. Thank you for watching, if you made it this far in the video. And I really enjoy making these videos, and making them for nearly 3 years now. I mean, that's unbelievable in itself. Just like to end on another thing to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I loved this Comic Con. London Olympia was really great, and afterwards we got Wagamamas. So I mean, it was a brilliant day out, and hopefully I can go again another time soon. Hopefully, but really enjoyed that. Lovely meeting all them people, and I'll see you in a video soon enough. Bye for now.